It's Leeds 0, Aston Villa 0 to bring you the second half. Here are commentators Danny Higginbotham and Daniel Mann.
Yes, thank you, Kelly. Leeds players just waiting until there's a full complement before marching on together to the pitch. Well, Steve Bruce, how much do you think he would look at changing things? Because is there an argument it may work better for them as Leeds push harder in the second half?
Yeah, I think there is, because there's no doubt about it. Aston Villa, they want to play counter-attacking football. They've got the pace, they've got the physicality through the middle instead. And as the game goes on, the Leeds supporters will obviously want more. The Leeds players will obviously get a little bit more anxious, and that will lead more spaces for Aston Villa players to run into. So, okay, yes, you've got Grealish that can bring something else to the game. I think at the moment Steve Bruce will be quite happy.
Gary Monk has a 100% record against Aston Villa as a manager. 4 games with Swansea. So Aston Villa get the second period underway here at Ellen Road. The first half, a few real golden chances, but an opportunity for Kodja.
We talked about, looks to just steady, wins it. He's got the runners coming off him straight away from the kick-off. First Westwood with a lovely little touch, and Kodja just looking to get the strike.
That was Dukara. Ruth. Chester able to guide it back. And Bartley underneath this. Here's Luke Ayling. Pretty pleased, I think, today, Luke Ayling. I know he began at Arsenal, but I believe he's a Chelsea fan, so he would have been too displeased with events earlier today in the Premier League. Not so happy now as the decision doesn't go his way. He's
been one of the standout players, coming in from the summers at Bristol City, and was playing in the back three. But now he's come and he's really asserted himself in that right back position.
Unfortunately, we've got an uninvited guest at the moment. Dear, oh dear. Right then. I would give you a description, but I don't want to put you off your tee.
Best not.
Villa get the game underway again. Up towards Sjöstedt. Gardner closed out there by Ronaldo Vieira as Albert Adoma tries to keep the squeeze on Pontus Jansson here. Making life difficult for Leeds to find a way out. They will find one. Dukara. Now Charlie Taylor's on the move. Wanted a better ball, to say the least.
There's an opportunity to switch the play quickly. Dukara had gone in field. Ball was right to Taylor. A lot of width to run into then down the sides of the pitch.
Very high quality left back Charlie Taylor. They said in his earliest days here that the first thing he had to realise was just how good he is.
I think the thing is, last season George Friend for me was with the best in the Championship.
Well, Sacco foot down hard on the accelerator, and he's forced a corner off for Marby.
Well, Marby, he's not happy at all. He knows that Sacco's got the pace, and he's wanting Galini's goalkeeper to come out here. He's pointing to it, and he decides not to. Just to put out, you can see him going straight up to the keeper and saying, you know, you need to be coming out and giving me the support and helping me out there. Yeah, just going back to Taylor, for me, I thought Joe's friend, I thought he was the best fullback in the league last season. And when you look at Taylor and he's going to take the corner, and his delivery is excellent. I think there's many that are better than him in the Championship now. It's a fantastic record.
Just how long will he linger at this level? Well, greetings, Grapple fans, as Kyle Bartley is saying he felt that he was being held by Tommy Elphick. It looked pretty blatant, to be honest.
Definitely complaining as the ball was played in here. You can see it's a situation, you know, they both have got hold of each other, and you can see there, you know, it's both doing the same thing to each other, and you see the referee's letting that go.
It's a risk, though.
Oh, it is, and I think we're seeing it more and more now, and that's why I think we're starting to see more goals scored from set pieces, because players are now more fearful of making contact with the opposition players in the box.
Some moving away from man-to-man marking completely to try and cope with it, which is not necessarily something you would...
No, not at all. I think that, you know, it's, for me, I always say man-to-man marking is the best, because you have to take responsibility then. I think that if you do zonal marking, it becomes a very grey area. He's moved out of my area, so therefore it's not my fault. Whereas as an individual player, if you're marking, you know if the player that you're marking scores, you're in trouble at half-time at the end of the game, so it gives you that added responsibility.
There's Westwood, Hutton, Jedinak, Gardner, drilled into the back of Kodja. Ayling hoping to rob his former teammate, but on he'll go until Vieira steps in. We've said that often in the midfield battle in the past. Stolen by Dukara, and here's Ruth. Only Wood up with him at the moment, and Villa have got plenty back. Dukara. Phillips. Ayling. Beyond Wood. Hutton. Taylor might retrieve. Vieira offering him a bit of help. Dukara. Jedinak in the way. Here is Ronaldo Vieira again. His brother's called Romario.
Not much pressure there.
Sacco. Oh, well, Jedinak is there. Roof threatened to get into a threatening position.
Once again, we've just seen it a couple of minutes or so ago. Ayling crosses the ball from the right hand side. We've got the opposite fullback in Taylor forward as well, and it really could be key. Use that width well. Leeds United, that's where the spaces is for them.
Well, some good work from Gardner there, and here's Adoma. Well, it's broken his way. It's Albert Adoma for Aston Villa. Well, a big opportunity which they do not take.
It's a fantastic run from Adoma. He gets the better of Janssen. He can't get across. Give credit to Green there. I think he spreads himself well. At first you're thinking maybe it's a corner, but he spread himself well. It would actually be a corner, actually, in fact, as the ball comes out. Green spreads himself. The ball's played through, and it is. That should have been a corner. It's a fantastic save from Green.
Well, the goalkeeper not getting the credit he deserved. Now Adoma with an opportunity in a game where you have to say real high-quality chances have been at a premium.
I think that's what we said, you know, when you asked the questions just after half-time. Aston Villa be happy the way that they're setting up, and yeah, because like I say, I think as the game goes on, Leeds United will commit more men forward, and as we've seen, there'll be other circumstances like that where, you know, if there's a turnover and Aston Villa can use their pace well, they will be able to get forward.
No roof. Hutton. Gested did well. Now here's Westwood. Well, the snapshot. Others might not have taken it on in that situation.
I think it's a fantastic strike, but one thing I would say, look at the run that Gested makes here. Just takes a touch and can play it into him. It's a great save from Green, and it is a fantastic strike from Westwood first touch. If he does take one more touch, Bartley's had to come across. He was able to play it into Stead. There's a large space for him then to go one-on-one against Green.
Domer's delivery. Defended by Janssen. Ayling not allowed a way out. Well, Aston Villa showing how they intend their game plan to work in those two flurries.
Well, and it is, you know, I think that's something that Steve Bruce will have said to his players at half-time. Listen, the chances will come because Leeds United will commit more men forward. You know, they're the team that are at home. They need to be in the ascendancy, committing more men forward. And you can see Aston Villa now really starting to get into the groove. In fact, dispossessing Leeds United a few times in Leeds United's own half.
Finding it so hard. As Alan Hutton joined in the full court press.
Because they've got that high press as well, what's happening is centre forward Wood, he's actually finding himself in his own half as well. So that means that the Aston Villa back four, they can crash and they can push really high with no fear of anyone getting in behind. So you know, the front three or four from Aston Villa pressing really high at the moment.
Sacco hoping to provide a way out. Don't know if he felt he was impeded a touch, but leads up the pitch. Calvin Phillips, Ayling, Roof did well. Ayling, Wood and Dukara in the box. Westwood. Already a big figure and a figure Gary McNosen trusts. But Swansea, he did have a group of players who, almost like a leadership group, would have debates with the manager and coaching staff about methods and the way they should move forward. Very inclusive style. There's Dukara. Jedinak, Phillips. Taylor. Domer on defensive duties. Would actually feature in a couple of games under Roberto Di Matteo as a wing-back. Here is Bartley. Sacco. Stead. Amavi. Westwood after this. He's been a more prominent attacking feature already in this second period, and it's only 12 minutes old. Hutton. Gardner. Out to Codger. Again up against that familiar face from their Bristol City days. Swept away by Bartley. Painful one.
And switched the play very well one side to the other. It's been a good battle between Codger and Ayling, and Codger just gets the better of him, uses his pace well down the sides.
Jedinak. Hutton. Domer again. There's just really nowhere for him to go. Doing their job extremely well in that respect, Aston Villa.
No, they are, and as you just mentioned about Westwood getting further forward as well, he's starting to find some spaces because the two defensive midfielders in Phillips and Vieira are actually having to take care of other things, and Westwood is just finding that space in between the midfield and the defence. And Leeds United have made some very promising runs so far as the second half starting to unfold.
There's a slightly world-weary look on Charlie Taylor's face as he received that ball ready to take the throw. Facing a real test here. Bruce not far away from bringing Jack Grealish into the equation by all accounts. He came on at Brighton in their last away game and made a sizable impact on that second half, but he's had a bit of illness. That training ground collision this week, which we mentioned right at the start.
I think if he does come on, what we've seen with West Ham in the last few minutes is that the midfield and the defensive Leeds are starting to be that little bit separated, and that's where Grealish would be very good, getting into them little spaces in between the midfield and the defence. So it'll be interesting to see if he does come on, if that's the area that then he looks to go into.
Taylor. Vieira. To Hadi Sacco. Frenchman finding Ayling. Chester on the stretch. Roof picks up the pieces. Well, Roof feeling that Jedinak was guilty of a foul. Jedinak pleading his case, the referee saying he was a little unhappy with Roof maybe, but let's see.
Yeah, it's just, you see the touch here. You can see Jedinak, just see the touch there. No, not for me, not at all. He's actually stood on Jedinak's foot. See the referee's view, I think it's a correct decision. If anything, he stood on Jedinak, and you can see Jedinak's response. He's not happy about it, but good movement from Roof. But I think the referee's got it absolutely spot on.
Adoma. Here's Amavi. Against his compatriot there in Hadi Sacco. Jack Grealish. Heard by all accounts he was about to join us. Well, he's just concluding his preparations. Prostrate on the deck. Dukara seizes upon possession for Leeds. Vieira. Ayling. Chester there. Jedinak to try and get it away. Sacco breaks for him. Ayling. Vieira. Now Phillips. Taylor. Roof. Taylor made a dart down the flank as ever. Into Roof. Actually reached Dukara. Here's Taylor. Only Wood in the box.
It's good defending from Hutton, but what Leeds United are doing now, they're pushing, they're forcing the two fullbacks to go forward. Phillips and Vieira both sitting, but what that means is they're a little bit susceptible to the counter-attack. It means that Phillips and Vieira have then got to go and cover the two fullbacks, and that's a space that the likes of Westwood are getting into when the counter-attack's on. But like I say, they're giving the licence to both Ayling and Taylor to get forward at every opportunity, playing more as wingers.
That's into the grasp of Galini. Getting across the front might have had some joy, however.
It's a good ball in from Dukara, and he has every right to ask questions of the players coming into the box. There's only really just looking to get onto it.
Gardner, we're hearing, is the man to be withdrawn by Aston Villa. To Wood. Alan Hutton. Now Westwood. To Adoma. Codger will get there. Gardner. He's going to unleash one here. And he scored with his head against Birmingham City.
It's good play once again from Codger coming inside, and then the first touch from Gardner. There was something pretty special to beat Green from there.
We do occasionally see special things with his right foot, don't we? Remember goal for Forest last year at Hull. Steve Bruce won't remember too fondly. Aston doesn't get there. Wood after it. Hutton. He's dealt with what's come his way pretty well. Adoma. Just dead. In front of the Villa fans, will groan of disappointment. And here's Hadi Sacco. Calvin Phillips. Oh, that's uncharacteristic. Leonard Tones. Vieira. Up to Roof. Frustration clear for Kemar Roof there, beating the ground. Jonathan Codger down on the deck, a little, well, briefly, back on his feet now. Roof. Robbed by Chester. Change is going to come for Aston Villa. Jack Grealish. Season has been full of full stops, really. Some self-inflicted wounds, some illness, some bad luck. Replacing Gary Gardner, a player of considerable talent. Sometimes people wonder about what he produces at the end of it.
I think that's the thing. At some point, like I say, he's got fantastic potential. There's no doubt about it. He burst onto the scene a few seasons ago in the Premier League and was outstanding. So when you do that, the pressure is automatically on you, right? And you are expected to be a match winner. And whether you start the game or whether you come on, you're expected to have a real impact. And that's what Steve Bruce will be hoping he can do.
In the family tradition. Oh, well, a manufactured back pass, you would think. Well, it's come off his knee, but we'll see.
Wasn't too short on this one, but he needs it back, being nice, cool, calm, and collected, he'll say.
Well, that's fine. But when the rule initially came in, and yes, I do still remember that in '92, there was a little advisory put in that you couldn't manufacture a back pass by maybe playing it with a knee instead when it would be obvious to play it with the foot.
And that's why I leave them things to you.
Thank you, man. Bukara's ball is really threatening, and Kemar Roof raises the roof at Ellen Road. A moment he has craved. A moment everybody at Leeds United has craved. Their first effort on target in the game, and it's a hugely memorable one for Kemar Roof.
What a ball in this is for Bukara. They work here. We talked about the wide areas being where they could get at Aston Villa's. Fantastic ball in. Roof with a great header. And there should be question marks over the goalkeeper. Bellini, though, the play's turn around straight away and look at him. Finds himself in no man's land. Take nothing away from the goal though from Roof. He's brave and he gets there first. And he gets his just rewards.
Oh, it's an absolutely fantastic ball in. Roof making it his, and that will make him feel a whole lot better. The one thing he has needed is a goal, and it arrives.
I talked about him earlier in the game, getting advance of Wood at time, getting up to support him. That's exactly what he's done there. You know, and the thing is with him, we saw him at Oxford playing numerous occasions as a centre forward. That comes out in him when he plays in that tempo. He wants to be positive, and you know, all forward-thinking players, the confidence players, and I'm sure that would give him a lot of confidence as well. But take nothing away, it's an absolutely fantastic header from a great ball into the box. But like I say, Galini, he finds himself in no man's land. Does he have to come out in that situation?
Villa in a tight spot, as they were against Newcastle, as they were against Forest, and as they were against Blackburn when they turned it around to win. Roof was foul, bit of advantage played, but they can't take advantage.
As well, when you look at Leeds United in particular in recent games, they've got stronger as the game's gone on. It's almost as though they want to be strong first and foremost defensively, and I think that's now 7 of the last 9 that they've scored have actually come in the second half, so they're more than comfortable with doing that. And I say Villa, you know, they'll feel disappointed because they have had large amounts of the game, but I'll take nothing away. It's a fantastic run from Roof, and what a ball it was in from Dukara as well.
Oh, it's a bit cold for that. Vieira. Hutton's ball. Into no man's land. Ayling picks it up. Denied any opportunity for Sacco to nick it. Adoma. We've got a touch, but it does reach its intended destination. Adoma. Grealish. Blocked by Phillips. Grealish. Sort of situation where he wants it. Oh, just can't quite find Ashley Westwood. Now Dukara. Gary Monk in discussion with Stuart Dallas on the touchline. He's getting ready to come on the Ulsterman. In comes Kocher, but out comes Green. Luke Ayling now for Leeds. On for Sacco. Dukara's arriving. He wanted handball against James Chester.
Happy. Sacco, he thinks, is this handball as he goes to put the cross in? Not for me. He hits his waist, if anything.
Hit than anything else. Stuart Dallas, energetic Ulsterman, who's had some injury problems last season, having been virtually never present last year. Well, Suleiman Dukara's contribution earning great applause from the majority here at Ellen Road.
Fantastic ball in for him, and I think when you bring Dallas in, it just brings that little bit more energy. You know, defensively wise can help out, and it's sort of a role reversal now. I'd expect that Aston Villa have got to do a lot of the pushing now, and that will lead Leeds United maybe to exploit on the counter-attack now themselves, now that they've got the lead.
Calf injury when he was away with Northern Ireland between their battles with San Marino and Germany in October. When victory would see Leeds climb 5 places in the table, back firmly into the playoff picture. He's done a great job in improving this Leeds United team, whatever the end result, but he also doesn't stint on self-improvement, Danny.
No, 100%. It was interesting when I spoke to him when he first got into management. He decided to mic himself up for training sessions and in games as well.
It's Roof, door shut. Good pressing. Grealish looking for a way out. To see a change in the introduction of Jordan Ayew. Dropped out of the starting lineup this evening. Getting a final word or two from Aston Villa's new assistant manager, Colin Calderwood there. Which was the subplot to last time we saw Aston Villa live on Sky, when there were negotiations over his passage from Brighton. Trying to dance between two. He's dived, in the opinion of the referee, and receives a yellow card.
It's a great run forward from Janssen. Yeah, he's dived in a centre back in that position. The referee's just took his time and decided that he's dived in. A yellow card for Janssen.
Well, Agbonlahor and Jordan Ayew to be introduced. Just comes off. And we're also going to see Albert Adoma depart. On the horse first involvement, Janssen with him. Corner.
Those substitutions as though Hodges now come into the middle. Ayew's gone over to the left-hand side, and Agbonlahor on this right-hand side. So plenty of pace, and Bruce going for it.
Delivery. By hook or by crook, they got it away. Might have been Janssen's head. Tangling there with Elphick. Sacco. Well, Grealish stopping the counter at source. And on he goes, but not able to keep it in play. Us a few insights, Danny, on how Gary Monk works behind the scenes.
Yeah, just going back to it, he's always wanted to make himself better all the time. And when he was at Swansea first going into management, a lot of his coaching sessions and then matches as well, he'd mic himself up because he didn't know the way that he was getting his point across in terms of the tone of his voice, and he'd listen back to it. And he said he learned so much from that. Obviously, as well, he worked with the club psychologist Ian Mitchell as well at Swansea, and he's always one for looking at how can he make himself better. He's not one that wants to rant and rave, so he also says it's all about the tone of his voice, and really interesting to hear that as well, about how managers want to do things to try and improve themselves.
It's certainly working. He made sure he came in with no preconceived notions of what was going on behind the scenes. There is a developing situation regarding the ownership of the club. Here's Dallas. Leeds on the move here. But they're going to make their change now. Alex Mowat He's found himself a little out of the picture recently. England, well, he's going to replace the man of the moment.
It really is a fantastic goal. Ball from Dakar, and he gets in between the two defenders. I say question marks over Galini, the goalkeeper, but you can see how delighted he is. It's a little bit of a hesitation as well for Galini. Roof didn't care about that. He went there, was brave, knew that he could have got punched, but at the end of it, he ended up with that celebration, and he doesn't care, so he'll be delighted with that.
What a moment that could ignite the career of Kemar Roof. Alex Mowat. Player that has been courted by Scotland. He only played for England under 20. Dallas. Dealt with by James Chester. Jordan Ayew. Chester. Grealish. Agbonlahor. Absolutely grabbed the opportunity of a fresh start at Aston Villa. On his own personal fitness programme, they say he's shifted a substantial number of kilos already. He deserves credit for it, because it seemed his Villa career had very much hit a dead end. Here's Amavi. Yet to taste defeat under Steve Bruce, Aston Villa. We shouldn't forget that. 7 games unbeaten.
Both so far in this game, Phillips and Vieira, I think they've been absolutely outstanding. 2 young players. They know that the 2 full-backs, they have to go forward, Ayling and Taylor, and they've done that really well. But them 2 have protected them so, especially when you look who they're playing against. The experience in that midfield area, the 2 youngsters have done fantastically well, covering the full-back areas when they've needed to, and really looking after the centre-backs.
Agbonlahor. Westwood. Jansen in the way. Can't prevent the corner, the Swede. Jordan Ayew over. An away swinger, so Jedinak looking at this with some interest at the back. In towards the near post, and Elphick. Wood got the touch. And Sakho's off on the charge. Alan Hutton doesn't lack athleticism himself, he gets there.
Important that he did as well. You see the pace of Sakho. Great covering for him. But Leeds United, they now have the pace on the pitch. I think very much his role reversal now in terms of Aston Villa. I mean, a lot of possession. And Leeds United looking to break forward quickly whenever they can.
The whole of Ellen Road almost helping out Ronaldo Vieira there. Mowat. Wood wants it one way, feeds Sakho the other. He has help from Luke Ayling. Mowat. Sakho's cross. Dallas looking to cause Hutton a problem or 2. Jansen. A little chancy, but safely back to green. Leeds have tended to be pretty solid ones this season. They've only dropped points when in front once, and against Wigan Athletic. beaten today, but seem to have found something a little extra under Warren Joyce so far.
There's no doubt about it. I think you look at Aston Villa, they are on the up, regardless of what the result brings. This evening, Steve Bruce, he has made a real difference, and I'm sure that they will go and spend money in January. It'll be interesting to see what happens with Leeds, because if we keep going this way, then you would hope they probably can go out and buy a few players, because they will believe that they've got a real good opportunity. They've got a fantastic manager. Like I say, I'm sure with a few players brought in, and they could be right up there as well come the end of the season.
Yet it out. Ayew. Wood. Robbed by Elphick, and then by Westwood, and here's Hutton. Well, it is up to Villa to try and respond and retain this unbeaten record under Steve Bruce. Their last defeat, the final curtain for Roberto Di Matteo at Preston at the start of October. 7 matches unbeaten. Last Villa manager to go unbeaten for his first 8, Martin O'Neill, 10 years ago. Sako's got a free kick.
Sako, he's caused a lot of problems for Marvey. It's been an interesting battle between the two of them. Again, Sako very, very direct as a player. When the ball gets up to him, and the thing is as well, it takes the pressure off the defence. When the ball goes to him, you know he's probably going to get the ball and travel 25, 30 yards. But that means the back four, if you're under a little bit of pressure, you can always squeeze up and get that little bit of a breather yourself, and then you find yourself in promising positions. And just another one with Taylor, stood over it. Some physicality in the box, and we know that Taylor's got great delivery.
Chester on the end of it though this time. Leeds, this is the beginning. Oh, dear me. It's not giving Galini any hope at all, really. Jordan Amabi, needless giveaway.
I think he's still got in the back of their head the frustration from giving the free kick away, but it's once again Leeds, they're happy to press in certain areas as well, and Galini will just be happy that he wasn't in front of his goal.
Wood and Chester. Bangalore missed it, and Elphick was in the way. That's Ayling. Moet. Sako. Uncle Jordan Ayew. Westwood was on his bike. He finds Grealish. Ronaldo Vieira. Looking towards Chris Wood. As Chester went slip sliding. Well, Leeds have got them exactly where they want them in the closing stages of this game. Ayew. Now then, that was a bit needless, frankly. And Grealish is getting involved. He has absolutely no need to at all. Well, the fuse is short, but it was lit by an initial shove from Jordan Ayew.
So, you know, there's no need for other players to get involved there. There's a sense of frustration. Obviously, Grealish, and you can see, you know, Hartley just saying to him, just calm down, and there's no need to get involved there. The referee's going to take care of the situation now.
Yellow card for Ayew. I don't know what he's arguing about, to be quite honest.
It's good pressing from Leeds, and you just see here, shove in the back, and like you say, there can't be really much of an argument, and then he's just getting involved a little bit. But the referee has just been sensible with it and just gone straight to Ayew and said, right, you're the one. I'm just getting a yellow card.
Hutton. Up towards Agbonlahor, who got the touch. Into 5 added minutes here. There's plenty of time for Villa to retrieve it. Leeds won't want to give them any helping hands. Grealish also picked up a yellow card in that mini fracas. Oh, straight to the feet of Taylor, and it's broken for Mowat, and Taylor. Woods up there. There he is. Oh, Galini to beat it away, tried from a very tight angle.
Fantastic play from Taylor, getting the ball across the Wood. Wood does everything right. He just chooses the wrong option. Mowat makes a fantastic run to him. You can see Wood on the ball there, just coming in to the pitch. If he can just lay Mowat off for a free shot on goal, but he thinks he's at a good angle to get a shot off himself. Ends up being a good save. He's in a good position, but we talked about the counter-attack, and that's very much what's been the case for Leeds since they took the lead.
Reversal of roles. Came off Dallas. Taylor. Dallas again. And Dallas made that his. Do they head for the corner or go for the jugular? It's Wood. Puts it back into an inviting area. Unfortunately for Chris Wood, no grateful white shirt on the end of it. Jordan Ayew back there on the defensive, but has only presented it to Sacco, who's trying to play another sport. Unsuccessfully. But just to confirm, Jack Grealish, after his needless involvement in that situation on the far side, was booked. Grealish. Get the better of Ayling? No is the answer. Becoming a favourite here, Luke Ayling. Bottled up the threat there. Having had so much late suffering, they need late joy here, Aston Villa. But they're under threat on the counter. Too much of Wood. Sacco. Jedinak. Oh, straight to Sacco. They can't afford to do that. Leeds could kill it off here. It's Sacco! And Wood will get there! And the game is sealed for Leeds United! And what a statement it is! Well, Wood certainly made sure, but Sacco deserving huge credit for his part in it.
Fantastic play. We talk about the counter, and once again there it is, the pace of Sakho. If they can't keep up with him, Wood, you can see, it's definitely his goal is there to finish it off. I've got to say, they played this second half superbly, Leeds United. Still having that energy to get forward. Galini will be a bit disappointed, and Leeds United won't care one bit. See the desire from Wood as well. He's got a chase in his hands with Elphick, and he gets there first, and he gets his just rewards. And you can see Gary Monk, he knows how much this result means, as in terms of putting a statement out there. And what a fantastic result it is for him, and the joy on Wood's face as well, with the supporters behind him.
His 13th of the season, certainly unlucky for Aston Villa, who are now facing their first defeat under Steve Bruce, and there will be an extra element of delight for the Leeds United supporters to see a Manchester United legend suffer here. But it's been a really emotionally draining week, as much as anything, for Gary Monk and Leeds. Local derby, huge cup tie, massive championship encounter with a team that they will be fighting against come the final reckoning, you'd think. And right at the last.
That's what he spoke about, you know, earlier in the week. He said, you know, we've had a massive week. I've got quite a young squad. How do they deal with that? And he said he will learn a lot from his plays from these games. A local derby, a fantastic game against Liverpool. There's a worry then that you come to this game and all of a sudden, you know, it's the Lord Mayor's parade, but it has proven not to be the case for them.
Steve Bruce has the bitter taste of defeat for the first time, but Gary Monk's men earn a victory which will really silence any doubters that remain. Chris Wood sealing it once and for all at the very last, after Hadi Sakho's counter thrust right at the end. Kamar Roof with a real weight off his shoulders, his first Leeds United goal, and didn't it come in stunning fashion? Real bravery shown from him, real quality shown by Suleiman Dakara in the delivery. They move back into the playoff places, having been bumped out earlier today by other results elsewhere in the Championship. Temporary halt to the Aston Villa resurgence under Steve Bruce. But in this heavyweight contest here at Elland Road, it's Leeds United who have landed the knockout blows. Let's get some reaction with Jonathan Oakes.
Well done, lads. Calvin, how big a win is this against the big hitter in Aston Villa?
Yeah, it's a massive win. I think at half-time we didn't start well, but you know, the manager got into us at half-time, and you know, we've got the result, and Rufus scored his first goal. You know, I'm proud of him, he's done well. Yeah, I don't know, I've got the man of the match. Rufus should get it, man.
Yeah, you tweeted in the week, when will this goal-scoring curse be over? It's over today. Just describe that moment, your first Leeds goal.
Yeah, massive, massive. Been working hard for this moment, and it's good to get it against Villa as well. Obviously, my local area. But yeah, the team worked so hard to get this result.
Make up for hitting the post at Anfield in the week.
Yeah, definitely. Well, it's all about performances and getting the results, and we got that today.
What a cross from Dakara.
Yeah, I didn't have to do anything apart from put my head on it, so it was a top cross.
Calvin, you're up to 4th in the Championship now. Another big crowd here. Does it feel like the good times are coming back to Elland Road?
Yeah, obviously we're working hard every day in training. And, you know, look at the fans. It's crazy. They're going mental, you know, and hopefully we keep this run going, winning at home, and we try to make this a fortress, and we're doing it now.
You were 21 yesterday, weren't you?
Yeah.
Can you really celebrate tonight now?
Yeah, I can, yeah.
Great stuff. Well done. Kamara, if you could do the honours for us, please. Calvin Phillips is the Sky Bet man of the match.
Well, Calvin Phillips was the man of the match, but Kamar Roof, the goal scorer, the man who put Leeds United in front in that game with his first goal for the club. But it's number 10 of the season for Chris Wood as Leeds United make it 2-0. They're now at their highest position that they've been in Massimo Cellino's reign. Gary Monk's turnaround for Leeds United continues, but Aston Villa slipped further down the table, a goal difference now just +1, which puts them below Nottingham Forest and Preston. And they are only 6 points off the playoffs, but there are now 9 teams that they have to leap over if they want to get into that position. Leeds, though, in 4th place in the table. They're 2 points behind Reading, and I just wonder if they will be looking at Brighton with 7-point gap to them in the automatic promotion places.